I think we're going.
Hi, welcome to Who Cares that it's a Suicune edition of Guess the CP.
I managed to fail to do some stamps, so now I get to open the box online.
So guys, the news today has been beyond crazy. I am so glad that it's all landed on the day when we can do this live. Because as much as I love making regular videos, and I do love it, this way I get to have some interaction with you guys, other people out there in the Pokemon Go community, watching this unfold at the same time that I'm watching it unfold.
Hi, Carl.
So we're going to talk about Meltan, because they've released another video today. There's more information available for us to hypothesize with, because we're still going to be hypothesizing. There is no concrete information, just more information.
Hi, James.
Hi, James.
You know what? I went to sleep for like 5 minutes. Yeah, I know you're going to tell me it was longer. But in my head, it was 5 minutes. I woke up and Richard's like, oh, so much has happened! Quick! And I'm like in a little bit of a daze right now, if I'm honest.
I don't know whether I've ever told you guys this. I don't do APKs.
Or drugs.
I don't do all drugs. I don't do APKs. I've
Just
tried
no.
in the past, and it's never really worked properly for me. I've tried a few times, and I
What's
can get
APK?
it's getting the update before it, because they wheel it out gradually over the world.
All right.
And you can get it. It's not wrong. They get the people who do the APKs get them from the Play Store.
Oh.
It's just because they release them at different times across the world.
Ah.
So it's not wrong. It just, if I don't know, it might even be my old phone. Maybe I should try it with my new phone. But it just did not work properly for me. So I don't do APKs. But I've been furiously refreshing the Play Store trying to get this thing. It's not happening yet. It's not happened for us yet. But I
UK
mean,
is so far behind.
the stuff that's happened today,
5
guys.
minutes.
All the Gen 4 stuff is in there. I've seen too many moves, new moves that they've added to the game for Gen 4. The CP rework is coming.
CP rework, what's that about?
James says that he's done it in the past with his Pixel. That it might work for me. It might work for me now. I used to be on a Samsung Galaxy S6, and it just didn't work very well at all. What?
Do you know what I saw today?
What?
I might have been right in waiting. There's only a Pixel 3 coming out.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So something else we can't afford. But I can dream. Oh well.
So I don't know. I mean, this what I've just put up on my screen here. This happened like a few hours ago, and it kind of feels a bit like old news, even though it only happened a few hours ago. There's stuff to do with Meltan, and that's really where I want to start. I think talking about Meltan and what I saw in the video and how I interpreted that. The black box with the bit blue and red bit things. I don't know how else to describe it. The box that Professor Oak sent to Professor Willow that had Meltan in it. So that is quite obviously something to do with Pokemon Let's Go. I've seen some minor indications that transferring Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Let's Go or vice versa might have an influence as to how many times that box opens. And my hypothesis is, and I want to get you guys talking, I want to hear your opinions on this, is that Meltan's going to be available for everyone, but Meltan is going to have an evolution. Did you see the huge shadow? And I think that in order for that to happen, you're going to need to have quite a lot of Meltan Pokemon. And being able to open that box faster by having the Let's Go games will get you there much, much faster. That's my hypothesis. That's what I think is going to happen.
Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu.
Yes, on the Switch. So you'll be
Your
swapping.
birthday present and William's birthday present.
Yeah.
Was this what you had in mind all along when you asked your mummy for a birthday present?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
But that's my hypothesis, guys. You tell me what you guys think. After watching the new video with Professor Oak, Professor Willow, and the other stuff that's been going on, what do you guys think about Meltdown? What do you think is going to happen? How do you think it's going to work? I honestly think that everyone is going to get at least one, and then there's going to be an evolved form, which is unusual for
Just
a mythic
a second.
Pokemon.
Can you let us know if the mic's working okay? Because I'm getting an error on my thing. I don't know whether it's whether it's our sound that's not coming out properly, or whether it's just an error on my screen.
It's 4 people watching, and I would have thought if they're just watching my mouth flap, they'd be saying something in the chat. They'd be saying,
That's actually a good point. Okay, carry on.
"We can't hear you. We can't hear you."
We can hear you. Fine. That's perfect. Thank you, James. It just came up with a big error, and I was just worried. That's all. Yeah, carry on.
So
what sugar? No,
what do you guys think about the Meltan situation? Then do you think that that it's going to be as I hypothesized? I mean, what else could that black box be for?
Put you in.
I mean, it's obviously some kind of. You know, I would normally laugh, but I'm so hyped.
I know. I can't break your concentration, can I?
So hyped. I'm like.
I'm gonna keep trying.
I'm out of control. Last night I barely slept. Amanda was away, and I don't sleep very well when Amanda was away. I barely slept, and all day today I've been exhausted.
You're fuzzy again as well.
And then, it's because I haven't slept. And then all this stuff started to happen. I'm like, I'm hyped.
You're not going to sleep again, are you?
Probably not. No,
Like
I'm going to be properly exhausted tomorrow. So come on, guys, talk to me about Meltan. What do you guys think? Give me your thoughts. How do you think it's going to work?
Are you going to use silver peanut berries on it? As for Meltan, I'm excited for more special research to get it, but I really don't know more expect.
What more to expect?
Oh, what more to expect? So much it could be. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It could be something really, really out there. I mean,
what was the shadow though? That's the thing.
I think the shadow is the
evolution.
It's either an evolution or Meltan has multiple forms.
Oh.
Because there's quite a lot of Pokemon once you get through Gen 3 that has multiple forms. I mean, they introduced multiple forms in Gen 3 with your Spinder and I suppose Deoxys and stuff like that have got multiple forms.
We haven't got any more forms of Deoxys yet, have we?
Not yet.
I think one went out today.
They did. I didn't get
one.
I
didn't get a pass either.
I didn't get one this time.
I checked. I'm sure I did. I did not. No, not this time.
Me neither.
Sad
no
face.
EX. So, yeah. James says, I do love the video teasers they have been doing. Makes it exciting to guess what's next.
Yeah, you were saying, weren't you, about finding out that Professor Oak is actually behind it all, because he's the original.
I love Professor Oak. Who doesn't love Professor Oak? I mean, the big thing for me, the thing that I've noticed, and I don't know whether it's older, but this is one of the most striking marketing campaigns that I've ever experienced. The way that they're using Pokemon Go to advertise Pokemon Let's Go and get people into it, because the future of the Pokemon franchise now lies with the Switch. So if Let's Go does really well, that bodes really well for the overall franchise. I mean, even if you're just a pure Pokemon Go player, all you do is play Pokemon Go, you really need the main series games to not only survive but to thrive. Because if they stop making them, if they're not selling well enough, then eventually Pokemon Go will peter out. I mean, it's always been about catching them all. And if you run out of catching them all, if you run it out of it, there's none left, there's no more generations to come, then it becomes dull. I mean, I've been worried about catching up with the main series already and how that will affect the game. I mean, I'm sure that they can come up with many, many ingenious ways of keeping the game interesting. I mean, look at the difference between Pokemon Go on release in 2016 and Pokemon Go now, just 2 years later. The differences are huge. Huge. So...
Massive.
Yeah. That's what struck me, the marketing. The fact that they are trying to draw in casual Pokemon Go players into the franchise, which is, in my opinion, at least financially, economically, a really smart move. But not only like for the finances and for the well-being of the Nintendo company and for the Pokemon company and Game Freak, but for the entirety of the Pokemon franchise, for all of us. I mean, I don't know how huge the gap was, but I remember that there was a bit of a gap between Gen 5, the Unova region, and Gen 6, the Kalos region. So, you know, the Black and White 2 and Pokemon X and Y, there was quite a big gap between those games. And now they've really started to get back into the swing of it. I've not played Ultra Sun and Moon, but I know people who have, and they rave about it. They say that it's that good. And I do like the Pokemon handheld games, but I have to admit, I am looking forward to the Switch, because you can put it on a big screen.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? We are quite excited by that, and of course, William loves taking it out.
We might end up getting a video card so I can stream gameplay.
Yeah.
That would work, especially if it's going to interact with Pokemon Go a lot. I'm thinking that it's going to be a fair bit, at least for Pokemon Go players. I'm sure that people who don't play Pokemon Go will be able to get on with Let's Go quite happily without even going near Pokemon Go. But yeah.
Well, that's the good thing, isn't it? They work independently, but also together. That's so it's going to appeal to the people that like just video games,
yeah,
and the people who enjoy Go.
I mean, earlier today, I am surprised that they're dropping a Gen 8 Pokemon Meltan in Pokemon Go so early. That was a great surprise. I know that they've kind of teased it. I thought it was going to be some kind of promotional, like, unique thing that you could port over from Let's Go as a direct buy this game and you'll get a cool Pokemon for Pokemon Go type thing. But it doesn't seem to be that. It seems like Niantic and the Pokemon Company have really worked out how to skate the line in this freemium game atmosphere that we're in, where you can happily play without spending any money and still enjoy what you're doing and still get access to the content. But those guys who want to spend money, they have reasons to. They're doing really well with it. I'm amazed. Whoever they've got in charge of this,
Hats off.
Yeah, they want a medal or something. If they lived in England, I would be saying, knight them. But yes, Meltan, in special research over the winter. I mean, winter is one of the danger times for Pokemon Go in the Northern Hemisphere. In the summer, you always see quite an upsurge in players. Summer players come out, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's lovely and warm. It's pleasant to go out for a walk. It's pleasant to collect Pokemon in those kind of conditions. When it gets to winter and it's really cold, and you're stood in the cold trying to take down a gym or trying to win a raid, and there's less people there because it's cold, so it takes longer. You start to wonder.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? And I mean, for us, it always has been.
Yeah.
We've always loved it, even in the winter months. But this year, they're still pushing it. This summer has been so crazy with events and activities. And now they're just pushing. I mean, Meltan's coming. Gen 4 is coming. I mean, I thought I couldn't get more hyped than when Gen 3 hit.
I thought you couldn't get much more hyped either, to be fair.
I have to be honest, Gen 1 is always going to be my favourite. It's where I started. I love that generation. Yeah? But you guys didn't witness the hype. The reason why I got into Pokemon Go and all that, it was being over it. Gen 2, it is my least favourite generation. When it hit, I barely even noticed. We weren't making videos, and I mean, I was still playing. I barely even noticed.
I overtook you, didn't I?
Yeah, and I just, because it was so uninteresting to me, because of that, just that generation. It was just, Gen 2 has always felt like a tack-on generation. The leftovers from the designs of Gen 1. And then Gen 3 has its own unique flavour and character, and the legendaries are awesome. They look awesome, including the Titans, even though they're not great currently in Pokemon Go. But with the CP rework, they might well be decent, especially if they start to allow them in gyms.
So what's this CP rework then?
The only information that I've read is they've had a bit of a press release that says they're reworking the CP to try and improve the value of defensive Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
So Pokemon like, if we can talk about non-legendaries, Pokemon like Aggron, Steelix, I'm just trying to think of something else that's not legendary. I mean, we can talk about legendaries. The Titans, Latias. I mean, Latias is not a bad Pokemon by itself. The problem is it's got a twin, Latios, which is why loads better. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Latias would be good. Lugia, stuff like that. I mean, they're not bad Pokemon, but defense is not a desirable stat in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, because we can't put them into gyms. It
gives you the least amount of CP as well compared to the rest of the stats. If you have a 98% Pokemon that's 15, 14, 15, so 15 attack, 14 defense, 15 hit points, it will be better than like CP wise than a 14, 15, 15 or a 15, 15, 14. It will have more CP.
I see.
So it's the least valuable.
I hope my perfect maxed out 300 CP Shuckle becomes a gym awesome.
Yes, me too. I mean, Shuckle, all it is famous for is defense. I mean, its defense stat is insane. And how useful is it in Pokemon Go? I mean, this is the problem. I mean, and I'm guilty of this, of walking by Pokemon, not Shuckle, I would always touch Shuckle, but walking by Pokemon and or choosing other Pokemon to catch first, because they're just defense heavy. I raid the defense heavy legendaries a lot less. I mean, with the Titans, we might have only done, in total, over the 3 Titans, maybe 15 raids.
That many?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think it was even that
It
many.
wasn't a lot. I mean, we raided, but it was other Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not legendaries. We would use our free raid passes on other stuff. So...
We've been a bit slower these last few weeks due to illness, and we're struggling to get on top of washing at the moment. We were waiting for a new washer to come on Friday, so the house is a total and utter mess after camping and having so much washing. Yeah, that's
our old wash, by the way, so you understand, our old washing machine broke, which was a huge drum washer dryer, which is what you need when you've got a family. There's 4 of us, all wearing clothes, and we downgraded to...
Well, my parents lent us a tiny little...
Until we could get sorted, which we're now...
A little doll's house washer, and it, we really struggled. We came back from camping and we were just like, oh no. Have you noticed not a lot of people raiding from YouTube during this event? We've seen quite a few when we've been out.
In our community, I mean, we haven't. I wanted to, so it's not because I don't think it's worth it. I definitely do. I wanted to, but we have just been so busy. But when we have been raided, people have been present in our community. They've been hitting them quite hard. I mean, the way that if the game with the game as it is now, a Shadow Ball Mewtwo compared to a current Mewtwo is like two different Pokemon. It's not the same Pokemon. You have to separate it in your head. A Shadow Ball Mewtwo is a generalist and has specific counters. A non-Shadow Ball Mewtwo is a versatile Pokemon with an incredible attack stat that you can switch around and have it do
a bit like Mew, you said, didn't you?
A lot of different things. A little bit like Mew. Doesn't have the same level of versatility, but it has a decent level of versatility. So I don't know whether people have misunderstood and thought that the removal of Shadow Ball was a nerf. It's not a nerf. It's a sidestep. I mean, it's sad if you didn't get a Mewtwo with Shadow Ball. I didn't. Well, I did. I caught like 20 of them. But they weren't any good. Yeah. Like, I think CP, like 82% IV was like my best out of all of them. So.
Thanks.
Yeah. But I would happily raid Mewtwo right now.
You can't. They finish at 9.
I know, I'm not allowed. But it's great. I mean, I think the current...
And you're busy, just ever so slightly.
The current crop, the Mewtwo, is pretty good, damn good. Pretty damn good. I mean, who knows how it all will land when they do the CP rework. I mean, I have sat and thought, okay, so they're going to make defense a more desirable start. Does that mean that they're going to take away from the attacking type Pokemon, the ones that have got very strong attack stats? Because that is worrying. Because, I mean, we've all spent untold millions of Stardust on Pokemon.
Me, not so much.
That will, you know, hypothetically downgrade. Just thought you'd show off your Salamence.
No, it really makes me just oh, Salamence show me his bro. I'll look at the dust. Yeah.
So, I don't know, James. In our community, it's been pretty damn good as far as Mewtwo is concerned. But so let's talk about Gen 4, guys. It's in there. I mean, the new moves are all in there. I've seen a huge list of moves. I've seen moves with Arceus' name next to it. What? I mean, you don't get any bigger than Arceus. I mean, it won't be here right away. I guarantee you, it will probably land next summer. But just the fact that it's in the game, I mean, all they need to do is flick a switch to turn it on.
You make it appear as if like there's like an actual
like an analog.
Yeah, like a light.
It's not digital. They've got light bulbs. They've got a computer that's the size of a room.
Right, is that what they do? And it's just like, you know, so you realise that they actually use a mouse probably, don't you? Or a touchpad.
Yes, I absolutely understand. It's just a turn of phrase, remember. It's just a turn of phrase.
It frustrates me though when you say it. It's definitely not like a switch. It's a click. You just have to click a button.
Okay, they have to change a little bit of code.
Yeah.
That's what they've got to do. I recognise that.
Marcos
Eduardo
is in Brazil.
Hello, from Brazil.
I've put my friend code up. I can put my QR code up if you want. Oh no, maybe not. Oh yeah, that's weird. If you want to add me, oh, don't do that.
Oh, sorry, I was just checking to see whether anything else had happened because I haven't been able to keep an eye on Twitter while I've been doing this. A quick check. So, Gen 4, guys. Gen 4.
I can see if Twitter comes up.
It's just...
What is it? Tell us.
I've lost the words. I'm so, like, beyond... like hyped for it. I mean, this generation. I mean, we all know now the CP rework is coming. We won't be seeing crazy Palkia with 4,500 CP. I mean, they estimated that Rayquaza was going to have huge CP like that, but they nerfed it before it came in. They generally give almost a 10% nerf on Pokemon that are above CP 4000, 9% I've read, but they take away from it. Unless they've got a huge disadvantage like Slacking.
Slacking.
Such a terrible Pokemon.
People still put him in gyms.
You know, with Play Rough, it can be okay, but I don't see how it would. Right, I'm gonna get into some gym defending theory crafting now, guys. So, to defend a gym accurately in the current crop, you want a really bulky Pokemon in the first spot. Blissey should go in the first spot if you're going to build a 6-man gym accurately. Most people will attack a gym using either Machamps or Dragons. Some people might use Tyranitar. The heavier players of Pokemon Go that have powered up decent Pokemon, they will use those Pokemon because they're the fastest in taking down the gym. So you want Blissey, then following that,
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir is a good one because it's a Psychic and Fairy type. So if they use a Dragon, the Fairy type, it'll knock away some. So you want Blissey, then a Psychic or Fairy type, which Gardevoir fits that. Then another bulky one, which is probably Snorlax.
Oh, I would have gone Chansey.
Or Chansey.
You see, the thing with Chansey that I like about Chansey is that you go back 3 days later and he's like, oh
yeah, CP still sat there.
Come at me, bro.
He's lost forever,
Everybody else has got no
Everybody else
hearts.
is like, feed me.
And he's
feed
like,
me.
yes,
But,
I'm going.
Then you want another Psychic type. So you've got
Espeon.
I mean, we use Espeon sometimes. A Psychic Spect Executor would work. A Psychic Spect Metagross would work in that spot. Followed by another bulky type, either Chansey or Snorlax. And again, finishing with some kind of Psychic or Fairy type. Togekiss will probably fit into those things quite well. And that's
I haven't got Togekiss.
Gen 4's coming.
Ah, okay, sorry.
Gen 4's coming.
Behind.
So, you've got your 3 normal bulky Pokemon there that I think are much better choices than Slacking.
Yes.
I think that Blissey, Snorlax and Chansey are better choices for defending gyms.
I think so too.
So, that's what I would choose.
Did I not tell you to do a video on this? Like an actual proper real-on video?
Yeah.
Not a live?
Yeah.
Did you ever get around to doing it?
So much other stuff came up. I mean, like, talking about, like...
Oh no, it's at Smack, sorry.
Rah! Oh, here we go. Shiny Jack.
Fudge.
I haven't had a shiny for ages, guys. I think like the Snubble was the last. Oh no, I've had a Wingull.
Fudge.
During the Safari Zone thing, I've got a Wingull which I haven't evolved to a Palippa yet. Hey, this Natu simply amazes. 8 points. Not good enough, Natu. I've already got 100% Zatu. Goodbye. I haven't had a shiny for ages, guys. It's just not happening. So, Gen 4, guys. I made a video recently. I don't know whether any of you guys watched that video about the Halloween event and what I think they're going to do regarding Gen 4 at that event. I don't really know what to think now, but I definitely think that we're going to see a waved release. Like last time. We're not going to get the entirety of Gen 4.
I can't believe you just skipped over my wave. Just
ignore
it.
I'm too hyped. Oh, I've turned my screen black.
You always do. You're terrible.
But yeah.
Disney.
I think the most likely releases will be Drifloon, Spiritomb, maybe one of the evolutions, maybe Dusk Clocks to Dusk Noir. Maybe Mischievous to Mismagius. I don't think they're going to do all of them. Even though they're ghost types, I don't think they're going to release them all. I did have an out there hypothesis that they might do a special research for Darkrai. Darkrai is a mythical dark type, and obviously Halloween would be a good time to drop that. But given the fact that they've already said that they're going to release special research for Meltown. Anyway, this is our show. Never mind you, Niantic, releasing your information and hyping me through the roof. I'm going to play Guess the CP, even if I've just got to do that.
Hello, Jinx.
I've got hundreds of them. Bank. I really should catch those bank Pokemon because there's no counter, is there?
No.
No counter to tell you whether you've gone above 100. So, it's time to play Guess the CP, guys. It's a Suicune that we have in our box.
1044 to 1210.
1044 being a 10-10-10, the lowest that you can go in a legendary Pokemon.
How low can you go?
10 being a 15-15-15. Hit us with your guesses.
That would be 100%. That's what mine's going to be. So, Suicune actually looks really cool.
Hey, there's a CP rework coming. Maybe Suicune. I want a good one. Already got a good one. I've got 98%. It was the first ever 98, like really high IV one that I caught, and I was like,
I know.
I cannot believe it.
You really did. We're outside that gym that's gone now as well, isn't it? The Prince of Wales, was it? Oh,
no, that was the first one. I caught my 98% at the Welcome Mural.
The first
which is one of the few gyms in Barnsley that we don't have on gold. Yeah.
I think one of the first ever.
We never go there except to raid.
First ever. Wait, which? Oh wow! I want to look at our videos now. I remember standing outside the Prince of Wales with the clipper barn because we just started filming videos.
We weren't sure whether we were going to enjoy it, so we did everything on the cheap, didn't we? And we had to do crazy stuff, matching sound up. We had separate sound recording devices. We had the cheapest of the cheap cameras.
You see
unlike
that?
the slick setup that we've got now.
I was going to say, you say that. We only moved like maybe less than a month ago.
Well, I know, but we were putting it off trying to find the right camera. Turns out, Trainer Tips is right. Get a Sony camera. Never mind Panasonic.
So we've
Any
got
more guesses?
$11.99 would be that would put you close, and $11.85 for me, and we've got $11.88 for me. So Carl, you see what Carl's just done there? Is just pipped James if I get a higher one, and $11.79 for you. What Carl got it right last week, didn't he?
Carl was our winner last week.
And he said that he might be Martin. Hi, Aiden.
All right, Aiden.
You're horrible.
He knows I'm only joking.
What's the max for Suicune? I have no idea.
12.10.
It's 10.44 to 12.10.
Do you know all the things that I've told you? All the things that I've taught you about Pokemon Go, Aiden? Forget it. They're changing it. They're changing the CP. Catch everything. Anything could be good. That's my advice. It's good advice. Solid advice. Catch them all.
Somebody else said that one.
Yeah. Feel like I'm copyright infringing somebody at this point.
I don't think we're allowed to do that on YouTube.
I didn't use the. It's got to catch them all.
Oh, right,
GOTTA. Catch all.
Right. Okay. So now you just
apostrophe EN.
So now you've just copyright breached us. Wonderful. Thanks, Rich. 12.10 for Rich.
Yes.
11.76 for me. Sozamander. Thank you. I'll catch them all. I've only seen a little bit about all the updates. Crazy. It is. And do you know what? Do you know what, Aiden?
Gen 4.
For you two. He stuck his tongue out at me. I did it back.
Right, Aiden. Right, he's not a teenager. He's not a boy. Yeah, he's an adult.
Right.
Right. He's a lot younger than you.
Right.
Yeah. So he's allowed to be a bit more immature.
He's laughing his head off. He doesn't say head.
No, he's laughing his hiney off.
He's laughing something off.
So
are we just going to get to trips and find just
guesses
like socks hanging around?
We haven't been to trips for ages.
We haven't.
We're too busy. Too much stuff to do.
What are we busy doing? Washing.
It sucks.
So what you've missed, Aiden, is that we're getting a new washer on Friday, so we're hoping to actually be able to leave the house at some point with a big drum, so that we can actually get through the washing from camping.
Yeah.
It's.
I've got through most of it. It's just trying to keep on top of it. We've got at the moment we've got a really small washing machine and there's 4 people. It's difficult to keep on top.
Oh, I'm going to be doing it. Hey, the return. I think that's what he says.
I'm doing it as well then.
Oh, we're ready. I don't know what I got. You got some peanut berries. Still happy about that, aren't you?
Man.
Right then, let's have a go.
Here we go. Suicune!
It does look pretty.
1186.
1184.
What a terrible.
11. James for me.
What a terrible Pokemon.
And
although 1186, it's only 20. What is it? 24 CP down. So it's probably still above 80. This.
Carl for you. Telling you.
Congratulations, Carl.
Carl's from Niantic, I'm telling you.
Excellent throw.
So, well done, James.
Pin at life.
True pin at life.
True pin at life. First ball. First throw. Pin at life.
Great throw. Did you get into your excellent club as well?
I did.
I think Aiden's in there, isn't he? In your excellent club.
Excellent throw club.
Yeah.
Overall, your Suicune simply amazes me. It can accomplish anything. Are you sure, Candela, that it can accomplish anything? It can accomplish being legitimately the worst legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go. That's quite an achievement.
You're horrible. Poor Suicune.
Its hit points is its strongest feature. I'm just as impressed with its defense. It's got excellent stats. So 13 or 14 hit points and 13 or 14 defense.
Yeah, so Aiden, don't worry. We are coming back.
Suicune, 98%.
That's all you got just now?
No.
Can I just give it a well done that?
If you want.
Well, I know that you don't like me giving...
Hey, an excellent throw.
Did you hear Luke and Becky are moving in together? Oh, I didn't.
I've seen on their Facebook that they're selling a load of stuff. They're moving a load of stuff around.
Yeah.
Luke found a pile of hair clips in his drawer.
And Luke's selling a fridge. Have you seen the fridge? It's like a proper lad's fridge.
Is it?
It's
is
like
it
a
filthy?
No. It's a Budweiser fridge. You know the little Budweiser fridges that you have in your
bedroom, so you don't have to get out of bed when you're playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Right.
And he put one of those on Facebook on the selling sites.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow! That's awesome. The mini fridge, yeah. Like a proper lad's fridge. I had one when I was a kid.
You catch the Suicune or what? I caught the first ball.
Shut up, you. Or I'll at-smack you again. At-smack.
Ah!
Sold his posters too. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I saw. He had like a
Captain America.
Yeah, like superhero ones, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Becky doing to him?
Is she civilizing it? Oh my god, he's been neutered.
Oh.
We shan't be enjoying any more of those superhero movies, Luke.
Poor Luke.
Only candlelit dinners with our friends. That's the only thing you will be enjoying from now on.
And trips, surely. All the way to Penistone, though. Oh no! Does that mean that there's no more trips?
Trips will still exist if they live in Penistone.
Oh, that's all right then. No, you know what I mean. Wow, Penistone's a nice area. Let's move to Penistone.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. Hey Luke, hey Becky, we heard you were moving to Penistone, so we thought that we'd follow. Nothing creepy about that.
Yeah, Cash, that's what you could. It's really doing.
Oh my word.
If you get it with your pin out first row, I'm going to at-smack you.
Don't even know what happened. Worst throw that I've ever made, I think, for Pokemon Go.
You're waiting for it to attack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? I've always thought about Suicune. It looks cool. But what's with the, like, toilet roll thing? It's got going on.
I don't know.
Once you see it as toilet roll, you can't unsee it, can you?
No.
Can't unsee it.
Terrible. Are you having a
And it
laugh?
goes. Pokemon Master.
It's alright. Not right. Simply Mazes. Defense. Oh, it's got 13 or 14 defense.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Sad face. My GPS is gone, so I can't. Okay. Real hero. Hi. Ruined Togepi. Now Suicune. What next?
Never ruined Suicune. What are you talking about? Because it's got some toilet roll attached to it. Is that what you're talking about? I think it's just that Niantic, or well, more the Pokemon Company's way of showing you just how poor this Pokemon is. It is literally a walking legendary toilet roll holder.
Oh dear. Let's not talk about Togepi. What starts at trips stays at trips.
I love Togepi. One of my favourites. I love fairies.
You do. You can't wait for Togepi, can you?
No. I cannot. Although I'm not going to evolve it, my Pokédex for Gen 4 is going to be empty.
I think Aiden's actually genuinely crying. Look.
I've genuinely
made
him cry saying that Suicune's got toilet roll, that's right.
You've ruined it for him.
I'm sorry, Aiden, that I might have ruined Pokemon for you.
Good boy, well done.
Don't mean to ruin Pokemon for anyone. I like to spread the joy of Pokemon. That's why I make videos. So people can see how much I love it, and hopefully they'll love it too. Pokemon, not the video. The videos too, but no.
All right, stop talking.
No, I mean, no, I mean, no, I mean.
Does he?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a trips up Penistone. Luckily, I can use Suicune to help clean up after crying and blow my nose. Oh, why is it? I don't know why that happened.
It censored you.
It did censor you.
We've allowed you to pass the censorship, though. Aiden. You can arrive uncensored. But it used to be, like, get hyped about Rhyperior. Get hyped about this or that or the other. Who knows what to be hyped about? Get hyped about all of it, because it could all be good.
Yeah, I went to sleep for like 5 minutes, woke up, and Richard was climbing at walls.
I really, let me say one thing, guys, about Gen 4. They had better not release the Dragon Trio, the Creation Trio. Is it the Creation Trio? Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. They should not release those first. They did that with Gen 3. They released the Weather Trio. Yeah, it is the Creation Trio because the Weather Trio. They released the Weather Trio first, and the rating scene took a real hit because of it. They should release the less, I don't know, useful or less desirable, even for looks.
James says he's Niantic going to expand storage. I hope so.
Pokemon storage, please give me more Pokemon storage, Niantic, because I save so much stuff to trade. Now I've got no space to catch Pokemon. I need 500. Give me 500 more spaces, and then I can use that as my.
Only 500. Seriously.
500 would be a good start.
The thing is, right, I sort of understand where Niantic are coming from. Because it don't matter
San
how many...
Francisco, you've been.
I have, that's true. And I
cried outside the headquarters. What?
Twice.
It's pretty Suicune, weren't there?
To blow my nose on his toilet paper.
Yeah.
What was I saying? No, because it doesn't matter how many stories they give us.
You will always want more.
We'll never be happy.
We'll always want more. Get ready when they introduce the evolve items, razor claws and reaper cloths and all that stuff, dusk stones. Because I reckon that's coming.
But yeah, this is. Would you pay a monthly subscription to have unlimited? Oh, now that's an interesting.
James, do you work for Niantic? That is a really good idea.
That is a good idea.
They could make it fairly cheap as well. I mean, they could make loads of money from just like 50 pence a month or whatever. I mean, how much would 50 pence a month be in American dollars?
Well, I think 79 pence is a pound. 79 cents is a pound. So we're probably talking about 40 cents ish. 40 cents. 40 cents. Sorry.
I'm going to be 40 in 8 days.
It's not
and
that
I
bad,
will
is
have,
it?
and then I will have 40 levels of sense.
It's 11 today, darling, so it's in 9 days.
9 days. 11. I'm on 19. So that's 7 days from now. It's 11th today.
Yeah, you're right. But you said 8, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
And then what did I say?
How much would I pay?
40 cents a month.
Yeah. It has to be something that's really affordable, like a micro payment that you're not really going to miss. But those micro payments can really give Niantic quite a lot of funds. I mean, they run a game on selling raid passes for 79 pence. You know?
Which is $1.
Yeah.
So, oh, no, I've done it wrong way round. 79 pence is $1. So half of 79 pence. So about 60 cents. I did it wrong way around, sorry.
So yeah, it needs to be cheap, but something that, you know, so you wouldn't really miss it out of the, you know, your regular monthly earnings. It's when you're having to pay a serious subscription that you notice. They can't make it Netflix level.
Yeah, because it's 100, and 100 Pokecoins is $1 when you're, I believe, when you're in America. It's 79p here.
But yeah.
I did it wrong way around, didn't I?
So they need to not do the Creation Trio first. Do the Lake Spirits, Crusalia, something like that. Heatran. Yeah, not.
So the Lake Spirits, are they not as good as the...
They're not bad. I think they max out at about 2800 CP, which is not terrible, but the problem is the psychic types.
And you can't put them in gyms.
You can't put them in gyms.
Right.
The psychic types, which means that they're already and will forever be beaten. It's a bit like Deoxys.
Yeah.
Deoxys is cool Pokemon.
So it's $1 for the 100 Pokecoins.
Yeah.
So I did it wrong way around. So you're talking about probably 60 cents, I reckon, roughly. But that, obviously, I've not It's just a rough guess on the average exchange rate that they're using on Pogo.
I don't know. They just need to make sure that they keep the raid scene dynamic. I suppose that they can do that by releasing shinies. You know, they've got a whole bunch of Pokemon still to go through that they haven't released shinies for legendary wise. You've got the Beasts from Gen 2. You've got most of the legendary, the Weather Trio. They've only done Kyogre. They could do Groundhog and Rayquaza. They've got the Eon Duo, Latias or Latios. All the Titans. Oh my god, if they don't fix the Titans, when they fetch them back. Fix Titans.
Oh, we're trying to get something trendy. Right, so you're seeming a little less.
I think I've done. I think I've expressed myself.
Expressed yourself.
Yes. I've decanted my enthusiasm like an espresso.
And now you're starting to look like you need to sleep.
Yeah, I might need to sleep.
So
I'm gonna get a drink in my
Darth Vader cup.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see that properly because it's light. Your Pokemon. What's in there?
Weak water.
Oh. Fair enough.
Your Pokemon are weak, old man. When I left you, Professor Oak, I was but the learner. Now I am the Pokemon Master.
Can't stop it from shining on it. Right. So shall we say bye-bye to our friends? Shall we say bye-bye to Aiden?
Goodbye, Aiden.
He's probably gone off to
catch a Suicune or something. Blow his nose on Suicune's bog roll.
And cuddle Togepi. So bye-bye. Aiden says, nice seeing you both, even though this medium, through this medium. Hopefully in person soon enough. Hopefully we'll get out at some point. Loves the mug. It is good. It holds like a litre of water as well. It's
great. It holds so much water, and when I look at it, not for one moment do I think about whiny Anakin Skywalker. I only think about cool Darth Vader.
And you can't actually kick it over. It's got a bigger base than the top, so it's perfect for our house. Absolutely perfect.
You can't kick Darth Vader over anyway because he's mostly a robot. But
you leave your cup on the floor all the time, and you're used to getting them like, Martin!
Martin's made it. We're
as we're saying bye-bye.
We're just about to end the show, Martin. Well, this feels like a really good time to end the show, I think.
That's terrible. You're horrible.
Thanks for coming, Martin. Late.
He just got off work. Say hello to Martin properly.
Hello, Martin.
Say hello like that.
Hi, guys.
Do that this morning, actually. This morning? You didn't do it at the beginning.
I'll do it now.
Go then.
Hi, guys. Time for another live Pokemon Go Meltan Gen 4.
Really quickly, what did we do? We've told you that as Washer packed up and that we got a new one.
That's not important.
Yeah, it is important. It's really, really important. We borrowed one off my mum and dad. They said that they were meanies. And then we've got a new one coming on Friday, so we're hoping to catch up with the washing. That's the most important part of today's video.
No, it's not. Meltan is coming as a special research. It looks like Meltan's going to have an evolution. My hypothesis is that you'll get that evolution much faster if you're on Pokemon Let's Go.
Yep.
You'll be able to transfer some stuff over in that special box that Professor Oak found. That's what's going to happen in my opinion. Gen 4. The stuff is in the game, Martin. It's in the game file. Martin's
happy about our housework getting done. He's hyped. I can see it.
You can't be hyped about that. Gen 4, Martin. Never mind mucky washing. Never mind dirty clothes. Gen 4. Gen 4.
Oh, another thing. Richard hasn't slept for 2 days.
No, I haven't slept a lot. No, I'm a bit...
Hyperactive.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start hallucinating.
And we're going to try to get back to trips. So that is what you've missed.
Oh, we caught some Suicune as well.
Oh yeah, they were rubbish. Meltdown broke the washer. Actually, maybe.
Maybe he did. Eating all our metal. I still preferred him when he were called Baltergeist.
Baltergeist.
Baltergeist were loads better than Nutto, weren't he?
Yeah.
I think they called it Nutto because it was a ditto. Ditto and a nut, and so it became Nutto. But Baltergeist, I thought were ace.
Who came up with
Steel type.
Somebody in Barnsley.
I can't remember who said it, but I stole it. I was having that away. As soon as I heard it, I was in love. Meltdown's okay though. Meltdown's not a bad name. It's just Nutto. What?
Anyway.
What a name for a Pokemon.
So, say bye-bye to Martin.
Goodbye, Martin.
Say bye-bye to Aiden.
Goodbye, Aiden.
Say bye-bye to James.
Goodbye, James. Carl.
Yep, say bye-bye to Carl.
Carl.
And, the guy from Brazil, I've forgotten his name. Oh gosh, I'm horrible, aren't I? Oh, Real Hero.
Real hero. You are a true hero.
And Marcos.
Marcos. Goodbye, Marcos. Goodbye, all. It's time for me to go and sleep, I think. Time to sleep.
Are you actually going to sleep?
I don't know.
You were climbing up walls earlier. See you soon! Bye! Does it stop?